Dinosaur Adventureland in Lenox, Alabama, June the 22nd, 2023. Boot camp is over. It went great. In the next week or so, we should have all the DVDs of everybody preaching on one set that you can buy. Joe and his wife took off for North Carolina to pick up the other taxidermy collection and to visit their parents for a day or two. We now have the Creation That Destroys Evolution series coming together quickly. Let's see, this one is A through C, and A, B, C, and then D, E, F. I talked about all kinds of different animals, all kinds of stuff on things that evolutionists never, they can't explain it. It had to be created, guys. I'm sorry. It was designed, okay? We did the book, Why on Earth Did God Let This Happen, for heaven's sake, my writings from prison. And we decided rather than spend a whole bunch of money to get it printed and bound, which we may do someday anyway if somebody wants to pay for it, I read all the stories and with pictures, and we made the video series for book 2, Why on Earth Did God Let This Happen? You'll have things happen in your life and you wonder, why did God let this happen? Young man, 25 years old, called me about an hour ago. He said, he told me all the things going in his life. I said, well, 2 Corinthians chapter 1 might explain why this is happening. How many more people your age are discouraged with life? How many people your age, your early 20s, commit suicide? Thousands, many thousands. I said, God may be preparing you for a ministry. 2 Corinthians 1, chapter verse 2, God lets things happen to us so that we can help other people going through the same thing. Now you're qualified. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know why, but read Why on Earth Did God Let This Happen, or watch my story on here. I think this will really bless you. If you're having trouble in life, discouraged, don't know what to do, that's what they're for. It's what the book of Psalms is for. Okay, we're the folks who believe the Bible is true. God made everything in 6 days. Follow us on Rumble, on Kent Hofend Official, on Odyssey and Rumble and Genesis Baptist Church, on YouTube, and go to drdino.com, get a list of all of the stuff that we're on. Okay, here we are, the 22nd of June. Boot camp over. Boy, that was a lot of good preaching there. Hope you get that on DVD. The fool said in his heart, there's no God. You're a fool if you don't believe in God. We're going to have comments on comments tonight. You can send in questions. Are you prepared to take them? Yep. Okay, good. Glad you know how to run that, brother, with Joe gone. It's way over my head. Let's see, right here. He that answereth the matter before he heareth it is folly and shame. So you atheists have already rejected God without even hearing it. In the series I did, Making Babies, you atheists haven't answered any of the questions. Come on. Got one tonight, comes along the same theme. Let's see, I did the platypus. And some guy named User GF said, as I said in my own comments, species do not evolve reproductive abilities individually. Once the first organism could sexually reproduce, all subsequent species could do it from the start. Kent's whole Making Baby series is pointless for that reason. Okay, useless. Listen, you don't get it. You're saying, well, one animal doesn't evolve, the whole species evolves at the same time? And how did they do that if they can't reproduce yet? Come on. They can't yet reproduce, but they'll evolve. Brother, you teach on creation. Do you handle stupidity like this all the time? All day. I spent some time today, but limited time I had. I talked about making a stupid meter to gauge how stupid, some things more stupid than others. I got it done, folks. Tonight I'm going to share with you stupid meter. I'll show you in a minute. Oh yeah, I'm proud of it. Okay, let's see. George answered, that takes a lot of faith and imagination. You need all the specifics of the reproductive and nurturing system in the same time. Otherwise, the species dies. You just don't get it, do you? I agree. George, thank you. You answered it perfectly. Keep it up, okay? George said, it takes a lot of faith and mutations. You need, that same question. Okay. Great series, Kent. Keep winning those soul brother. I will. Okay. The complexity of life is astonishing, making a humble heart want to sing praises to the Lord. The more you study the stars, the more you study nature, the more you study life forms, you ought to say, wow, God, you are really smart. A bacteria has a little hair that spins around that makes it swim through its little tiny world. That hair spins 100,000 RPM. Let's see you build an engine that'll turn 100,000 RPM, the size of the little flagellum bacteria motor. And some of them have bacteria, these things all over their body. I don't understand how you atheists believe that. The complexity of life is astonishing, makes a humble heart want to sing praise to the Lord. I agree. A creator would make things simple, not complex. Useless? Who on earth gave you that idea? You think the space shuttle is complex? Well, if they were smart, they'd have made it real simple. Push one button and it blasts off. Right. Yeah. Hey, do you guys know, is stupidity contagious through the internet? Can we get it? Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to take a pill. Let's see. Apparently not, since things are complex. Apparently the complexity is a reflection of his majesty, splendor, and power. I agree, Edward. Good job. Thank you. Okay. A creator would make things simple. Oh, brother. I always thought the platypus was God's way of showing us he has a sense of humor. A duck-billed mammal with webbed feet that lays eggs. I agree. God made such a wide variety, not only of animals, but also the way they reproduce, that it's impossible to explain by evolution. He's trying to get your attention. He needs to get the hammer out, get some real science, and you guys, wake up. Evolution is stupid. Needs a bigger hammer for some of you, okay. Abiogenesis fails. Let's go, Rick. Okay, so where did life come from? Good question. You tell the world how life came about through purely natural processes. We're all waiting. I've been waiting for that for a long time. They can't explain it. They'll say, well, we don't know yet. Okay, well, then don't call it science until you do know. No one is arguing. We don't have a definitive answer yet. But the key word is yet. Useless. I'll cover this in a minute. Okay. You say that as though we don't have good ideas about it. As though magic must be the only logical explanation. Face it, Tony, your entire shtick is a glorified God of the gaps argument. Well, guys, okay, useless and burnt brain. If you don't know yet, then you don't call it science yet. It's imagination. Your whole religion of evolution is based upon imagination. SpongeBob style. Got him right behind me here. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Dr. Oven. I think all the atheists are just ignoring you because they think, why should I? It's easy to just ignore your Friday in how did this come about. No one has answered yet. Maybe there's another way to rile them up and get them irritated enough to reply. You're trying very hard, and I pray for you and your ministry with prayers and love. Well, thank you, Michael. Let's see. If the atheist has science on their side, I would imagine that Kent's assertions would easily be refuted. I agree. It ought to be simple. How did the platypus evolve this complex ability to make babies? Or any of the ones I've covered? Okay. To make a chart that shows the different levels of stupid. Now that's a good idea. And inject some humor in there. Maybe that would help get some people to stop and think. That's a great idea. So I did. I Googled, are there levels of stupidity? Somebody already made one test. Let's see, we have stupid, fool, moron, schmuck, dumb, and idiot. Pretty good gauge. This one said airport stupidity advisory system. Severe, risk of passenger stupidity. High risk of passenger, elevated, guarded, and low. I thought, I can make a better gauge than that. After 328 debates against atheists and evolutionists, I finally developed a meter to measure stupidity. Sorry, but these are not available on our website yet. But we'll get them one day, right? First of all, here we go. Believes the storks bring babies. These kind of people are generally harmless and best classified as just ignorant. They can be taught truth and will receive it. These believes the doctor brings babies. These kind of people are also generally harmless or just ignorant. On the meter, they can be taught the truth and will receive it. So that's one level of stupid, simply ignorant, okay? Believes babies are related to monkeys, apes, and baboons. Oh, these kind of people are usually just brainwashed on the stupid meter. Some can be taught the truth and will receive it, and some cannot. This guy believes babies are related to birds, ladybugs, and worms. Wow. Birds, ladybugs, worms. A few can be taught the truth and will receive it, but sadly, many cannot. They're up to the stupid level now, okay? Not just ignorant, stupid. Let's see. Humans probably evolved from bacteria more than 4 billion years ago. Okay. Babies evolve from protozoa. There we go. Protozoa to a baby. These kind of people are insane. Very few can be taught the truth and will receive it. But sadly, most cannot. They don't get it. How about this one? The first self-replicating systems must have emerged in this organic soup. Wow. These people, they believe babies evolved from hot rock soup. These kind of people are incurably stupid. They defend their stupidity against all logic. I think even God has given up on them. They don't make hammers big enough. 18 or 20 billion years ago, all the matter in the universe was concentrated into one very dense, very hot region that may have been smaller than a period on this page. Hold on. The whole Pacific Ocean was in a dot smaller than a period. The whole Earth, all the planets, all the stars. See, that dot not only had to have all the matter, it had to have all the energy and all the spin. Whoa. At the Planck time, the meter that is now our observable universe, the region is now our observable universe, would have been only a fraction of a millimeter in diameter, smaller than the size of a pinhead. Whoa. Let's see. Astronomy Magazine. How about Washington Post? The entire observable universe was roughly 1,000,000 billion times smaller than a single atom. These people get paid to write this stuff. So, babies believe these people believe babies came from a dot way smaller than an atom. These kind of people are dangerously stupid. Don't let them teach your children. That's just my first attempt at a stupid meter. Brother, Jamie, can you think of anything needs added in there? Tune it up a little bit. Give me some more ideas, brother. That covers most of the big bases. Let's see. Yep. We all came from a dot. So I did Whack an Atheist with Eugenie Scott. Some people commented. Thank you, Dr. Kent, for all you do. Great to see you still at it. Your creation series helped me long ago when the lie of evolution was a belief I was struggling with. I didn't believe evolution all the way. I always struggled with the theory that somehow animals could survive millions of years while adapting to some plant, okay? This guy, Burnt Brain, is going to answer your question. He's the guy, Burnt Brain. You ought to really just quit. You're making a fool of yourself. But that's okay. I'm going to show everybody what you write, and you're way up on the stupid meter. Okay, let's see. He said, so you either weren't taught about what evolution actually is, or you didn't bother paying attention. Animals in general often eat a variety of things. And if a new plant comes along that they could potentially eat, they're going to try it out. If there's potential in using that as an exclusive food source, some populations might evolve to do so. Do you have any evidence of this, Burnt Brain? But the idea that to stand around waiting for millions of years to grow new anatomy to eat one plant is a straw man. Would you agree, Burnt Brain, that the animals have an anatomy to eat plants? Do you agree some animals eat plants? It takes a special anatomy to do that. Not only the teeth, the jaw, masseter muscle, the mandible, the maxillary. This all had to be there in place, okay? And esophagus to swallow it, and muscles to push it down, not let it back up. And then it's got to get into the stomach where it can be digested, whole digestive system. Whoa, that's another story. Let's see. He says, it's like, what did they eat while waiting for the beak to grow? So Burnt Brain says, and there it is, you weren't actually taught what evolution is. Populations evolve over the course of many generations, not as lone individuals slowly mutating over many years. This just postpones the problem, kicks the can down the road. If one can't do it, but the whole population can? Jamie, how do you answer these guys? Let's see. Populations evolve, okay. Not as lone individuals. As for the origin of beaks, you do realize there's this thing called teeth, right? Yes, Burnt Brain. We know about teeth, okay? All amniotes have keratinized skin made from keratin, okay? Which can be expressed in a variety of ways. I agree, keratin's really cool. Fingernails, turtle shells, hair, a lot of stuff made out of keratin. Okay. In reptiles, this shows as scales, which also serve as a pretty obvious demarcation of the tough outside of the mouth and the soft tissue inside. Did you know the fish scales gradually change to the soft, they don't have scales inside their mouth. Brilliant. Therefore, it evolved. That's your logic. Okay. And the soft tissue, essentially a tougher, less flexible set of lips. So the inside of the mouth is really nothing more than a less flexible set of lips. That's what you're saying. Am I getting it right? But that keratin can end up growing more, fusing the scales until you have a single shearing surface that can serve in place of teeth. Who made up this story for you? Did you make this one up or did you read it in a fairy tale book? Where's the science for that? That's what happens several times among reptiles, of which birds are one example. Birds are an example of a reptile. I think you need to go get a job shoveling snow or gravel or something, okay? Don't start teaching science. You don't know anything. He believes birds are related to babies came from ladybugs, birds, worms. That's pretty high on the stupid meter, burnt brain, okay? Burnt toast, rates here at least stupid, okay? Avoid debates, Jeannie Scott said. If your campus Christian fellowship asks you to defend evolution, please decline. You will probably get beaten. Well, why is that, Jeannie? Because the theory is stupid, incurably stupid. Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind, Leviticus 19:19. So if kind in the Bible means what Kent thinks it does, cattle cannot produce offspring with a different kind. Yet the Bible warns against it as if it was possible. Okay, Rosie, whatever you are, listen, I'm going to try to help you. I don't think you want help, and if I answer this one, you're not going to get any closer. You're going to go look for another problem you don't like, okay? I could answer every objection you have. It won't do any good. You don't want an answer. You like your freedom from God for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know you at all, okay? It does not say, don't let your candle produce babies with a different kind. It says, don't let them gender. This is the clue. Let's see. Can a goat get a dog pregnant? No, it definitely could not. Goats and dogs are too far distantly related for that. They're not related at all. John, let's see. Two species must, among other things, have roughly or exactly the same number of chromosomes to be able to mate. Goats have 60, dogs have 78. There is no possibility of mating. Well, now hold it. They do try once in a while. God is telling his people, don't let them even try. It brings confusion. How about a horse mating with a cow? Or a cow mating with a horse? Let's see. No, cows and horses cannot mate with one another. Well, they can gender, but they can't produce. You're confusing the word gender with producing offspring. Although they're both mammals, they're different one from another, unable to successfully breed with one another. How about chickens and ducks? Chickens and ducks, there we go. Or ducks on top of chickens. Since roosters have no penis, hence aren't built for duck love. After repeatedly duck-chicken sex, a couple of things can happen. One, the drake can rupture the hen's large intestine or oviduct, causing sepsis and death. Let's see. Can duck reproduce with chicken? No, a chicken and a duck cannot mate. As you will soon find out, it's physically impossible for a rooster to impregnate a female duck. It's also unlikely a male duck can fertilize a hen. That's not unlikely, it's impossible, okay? Just because chickens and ducks cannot procreate does not mean it's safe to leave male ducks with your flock of hens. So you're missing the whole thing. He said, God said, ye shall keep my statutes, thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a different kind. Don't let them even try in front of everybody where they can watch. All right? It goes on to say, thou shalt not sow thy field with mingled seed. Don't put corn and wheat mixed up together. God is just teaching a lesson about separation. He said, you Jews, I called you out of Egypt. You're going to be separate. You're going to be my people. And I'm going to give you some rules. And some of them are kind of strange. They're to make sure everybody knows, oh, you're a Jew. And they are a little strange. They're God's people. Don't let your cattle gender, let's see, with a diverse kind. Don't let your cattle gender with a pine tree or a duck or a horse. Neither shall a garment mingled of linen and woolen come upon thee. Jews, an Orthodox Jew, will be careful what kind of clothes they wear. They can't have cotton shirt with wool or cotton undershirt with wool shirt. They won't do it. Orthodox Jews won't. See, God said they will bring forth after their kind. Let's see. After his kind, after his kind, after his kind, after his kind. Is it in there enough? Maybe even you can get the message? Rosina? That's all anybody's ever happened right here. Right here. Okay, back. Okay. They bring forth after their kind. Has anybody in the history of the world ever seen a cow produce a non-cow? Or a dog produce a non-dog? Or a duck produce a non-duck? Never. You guys have imagination that it can happen if we had billions of years. Let's see. Genesis is true, so is evolution. The Crusader pub. You spent too much time in the pub if you believe that. To which animal or plant are you related? Okay, let's see. Now let me get this straight. You think Genesis is true and evolution is true. I think you need to study both a little more closely. God made fish after Joey writes this one. God made fish after their kind and land animals after their kind and Adam after his own kind. Evolution says fish gave rise to land animals and humans. This is one example how Genesis and theory of evolution are polar opposites. I agree. Joey, thank you. You give me hope. I see some of you guys responding for me on my channel. It makes me think, I'm getting old. There's some people getting ready to take over. I'm ready to retire. About 20 more years, I'm going to have to hang it up. So yay, keep it up, guys. You answer for me. Let's see. The pub guy writes again. If you think Genesis was intended by God or the author as a literal recounting of creation, I do. Okay. You need to learn about ancient Near East culture and literature. Oh, so they're smarter than God? This approach is like taking the tales of Paul Bunyan and John Henry and saying they're literally true. Who taught you logic? That's not logical. And by taking this modernist approach to Genesis, especially the creation account, you entirely miss the spiritual truths of who God is, who man is, what God is actually doing. Let's see, Crusader Pub, you have totally missed who God is. God not only wrote a book, he preserved that book, he told us clearly what he said. He said it, he wrote it on a rock with his finger. You know, 10 Commandments? In 6 days, he made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is. He wrote it on a rock with his finger. Moses then broke those rocks, and next time Moses wrote it with whatever he wrote, a chisel or something, I don't know. It's clear, it's 6 days. I'm sorry, you are really, really wrong about this one. Okay. Oh, wait a minute, really? Let's see. Okay. Crusader Pup, you're related to mud. So the question isn't the flex you think it is. Wait a minute, where'd my chart go? Here we go. Let's see. So emo is related to a fly, or a bee, a bee. Mark Drysdale is related to a monkey. Jackson Rose related to a dinosaur. Mark Reed's related to a rat. Bill Nye says he's related to a banana. P.Z. Myers is a fish. He's not related. He is one. He says so. He's a fish. Wade the Wizard is related to a snail. Didn't he say that in the debate? Yep. Luca is related to a cow. Utterly ridiculous, okay? Ken Rock's related to a turtle. T-Jump is related to a tomato. Yeah, tomato. And let's see, Snake Was Right's related to a ladybug. And Professor Dave is related to a strawberry. And who we got here? Crusader Pub is related to mud. Wow, we got to make a bigger chart, guys. Crusader Pub related to mud. Okay. Deep, bro, my feelings are like so hurt. Whatever he said there. All right, any questions or comments from the group here? Throw them up there, brother. You can take my slides down. Okay. I've been given tours today, and my glasses are dirty, and I can hardly see you on the screen. Okay. Hey, Dr. Oven, God bless you, brother. I'm studying your college series, CSE. I'm going to start a ministry. I need to go to Bible college or just do it. Or you can do both at the same time. Start a ministry and go to Bible college. Not a problem there. Just don't sleep. That's what I had to do going through college. By the way, on my channel, on my website, drdino.com, we offer lots of videos. We have a whole series I taught, CSE, Creation Science Evangelism, 101, 102, where we went down deep, stayed down long, came up dry. If you want really stuff on creation, that's a good place to start. CSE series on DVD. Okay, let's see. Hey, Pastor, been following you a long time. So has the KGB, the IRS, the FBI, the Gestapo. They're all following me, brother. Aren't they? Yeah. Let's see. Love the ministry. I've learned and shared a lot of knowledge because of you. Thank you for giving to the Lord. Well, good. Scott, amen. I'm glad guys like you are getting ready to take over for me, okay? Let's see. Any more? That's it. Yay. Done early tonight. Exactly 30 minutes. If you have any questions or comments, send them in. We'll cover them next Thursday. Comments on comment. And you atheists, look at me. Call Standing for Truth and schedule a debate. Burnt toast, I mean. Why don't you call and defend your religion of evolution in front of the whole world? They'll record it live. One topic at a time. You go first. Give me the best evidence for evolution. All you guys that are so brave, keyboard warriors on my channel, being able to type to reply, well, just do a live debate. I'll take you on. I'll keep one eye closed, 1 foot off the ground, and half my brain tied behind my back. Take you all on same time. Bring it on. Okay, come visit Dinosaur Adventureland. We'll do the debate right here, won't we? Yeah. All right. Pray for Joe as he travels. Pray for my van as Joe drives it. Okay. See you tomorrow. Bye.